Hello everyone, this is Etho. Today is a very good day for me in Minecraft, and I'm sure you know why if you've read the title. Today is my 20,000 subscriber special. Yeah, unbelievable. Amazing. Thank you guys, thank you very much. Um, Never thought I'd come this far. I wasn't going to have a 20,000 subscriber special originally because I didn't really know how. I didn't have any ideas of what I could do with it. But I think I figured out how we can celebrate it. By going for a ride on the Eats Road. Um, yeah, so very happy with you guys. Thank you. Keep telling your friends about my channel. It's growing quickly. I actually gained 5,000 subscribers in like a month, which is crazy. I just had my other special. But I actually have something pretty cool planned for this episode. Make sure you keep watching. Yeah, maybe we'll just ride back. I've kind of decided what I'm doing with my new base. I found the location, and I've started figuring out some designs, so I'm going to show you those this episode. It's actually really cool. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. But don't worry, I'm not going to abandon this base here. I will still use it. The new one's a little ways away, but it's not too far. It's about 1,000 or so blocks away. But yeah, I still plan on finishing this area. It would drive me crazy if I never did. But I will be working on the new base a bit too. So let's check out my new design. This thing is pretty cool in my opinion. What is it? Well, this is just a prototype. That's why it's built out of soil. But I'm calling this, what was it? Etho's Mob Processor, or EMP for short. This is what I plan on using in my new base. Basically, when mobs enter here, they'll be separated. Like, I might just have pigs in here. I'll have a big row of these things, and one will have chickens, one will have pigs, one will have squids, one will have creepers, you know, something like that. And what this thing does is, first of all, it's a holding area. So the mobs will fall from above into this thing here, and they will keep collecting. Since they fall down, hundreds can fit in that 2-block space, no problem. If I wanted to say release sheep, like say I had sheep in here and I wanted to release them, I could open this up and they would be free to come out and roam around. I also have this lever here. Only 1 block goes down. So say there was sheep in there again, I could hit them, but they wouldn't be able to walk out, and I could collect their wool doing that. Also, if there's, say, creepers or whatever in there, I could hit them, and they won't be able to see me because the block is in their face. So that's cool. I got these glass blocks here just so that you can see what's in the chamber from an angle like this, from a distance. And these two are glass blocks as well, so you can see what's inside. Right, so let's get to the cool part. If this is closed, you also have this lever here, which is a crusher. It'll kill whatever is in it, whether it be chickens or squid, creepers, you know, that type of thing. The blocks will come in, crush them. I tried it on myself, it worked. It crushed me, no problem. And then when they die, the items will just be sitting here. So how can I demonstrate this? Let's pretend this is closed. Mobs will die, the items will drop kind of like that. When you open this, they'll pop out. And then you can pick up the items from the individually separated mobs. I'll be separating them using what I've learnt from this base here. So this lever here opens up the floor, and below is lava. So this is useful, say I didn't want chickens in my world. If I want to get rid of all the chickens, and I had this if I had this closed, the chickens would just gently float down, fall in lava, and die. And that would allow other mobs to take their place. So that's cool. Say there's a bunch of items on here that I didn't want, I could just open this up. They would fall in the lava. And that's all good. Yeah, this thing's just, it's really cool. So also say I had chickens in here. Actually, let's just go look at the back. Maybe I'll skip to day, just because it's kind of dark. Hopefully I don't have any nasty surprises. So in my new base, I plan on separating chickens, I plan on separating pigs. Sheep and cows will probably be together, because I don't know how to separate them. Wolves will be there in their own place, and squids will have their own place. Slimes. I'll have a separate one for creepers, one for zombies, one for skeletons, one for spiders, and basically every mob. Yeah, around the back here, this is what it looks like. I may make a tutorial for this later, but at the moment it's untested. I have no idea if it even works, but I'm pretty sure it does. In the back you also have master controls. So that activates the crusher, this lever here. This one activates the barrier to hold them in. And this one here is kind of cool. It releases water. Why would I want water, you ask? This will actually do many things. So say the idea behind these master controls is if I wanted to link a bunch of these units together and have like a central computer type thing controlling all of them, I would say hook all the crusher wires together, all the barrier wires together, and all the water ones together, and have 3 different master wires. And if I was to have it automatically kill all the mobs in all the units, I would activate, well, first the barrier would be activated, the crusher would kill them, barrier would be deactivated, and then the crusher would be deactivated. And then there'll be a bunch of items here, and then the central computer or processor or whatever will activate the water if I want. And that will cause items to flow out to a main stream that all these units are connected to. And by doing this, I will be able to have a central collection area, which is kind of what I had with my original storage room. So this is kind of the best of all worlds, because I will have the mobs individually separated in all these units. So if I only want string or whatever, I would just walk up to the unit, collect string, and I can ignore all the other drops and walk away. But from a distance, I'll have a central computer or whatever to activate it. All the items will merge together, flow down a stream towards me, and I'll be able to collect all the passive mob drops, all the hostile mobs, and stuff like that. What else does the water do? Well, say we had the barrier closed, water was on, mobs fall in from here, and right now we're stuck in the barrier. So if it was like this, since the water's flowing down, the mobs wouldn't be able to swim up, I don't think. Again, untested, I hope I'm right. And that will mean they will drown as they fall in. So I can automatically kill them with this as well, by drowning them. Which is cool. Of course, that doesn't work for all of them, like squids, that won't work. But for most mobs, it will. I will probably have to customize these EMP units for certain mobs, like spiders, for example. Another thing, if I wanted the drops to automatically, or the mobs to be automatically killed by drowning, and all their items to automatically go to a collection point, I could just have that one down. So say there's a creeper in there. He won't be able to get out, he'll die, but his drops will still be able to flow to the main stream. Okay, I just rewatched some of the video I've got recorded so far, and I realized I said punch the sheep to get their wool. Of course, I'm thinking in past terms I would use shears to get their wool now. Also, since I have a holding area, I could, if it was like this, I could dye the sheep. I could also milk cows in this holding area. Wolves I could hold and then tame if I want. So yeah, so many options with this EMP unit. I'm really happy with it. I got chests here for storage, so I would just go pick up the items. Whether I manually kill the mobs or if it's automatically done using my master controls, it's up to me. And then I can pick them up, quickly store them here. That's good. With my lava killing thing, I have a sign above, so even if I activate the water, I don't have to worry about it wrecking the lava. It'll just flow on top of the sign. No problem there. Also looks kind of cool having the water in there. What else? What else? I better check that I have that closed. Oh, I had it open. Good thing I checked. Yeah, so the mobs will come in from the top. Optionally, I can have water here. This acts as a water break if I choose. So, if I have water there, it's possible to prevent mobs from taking damage, or at least too much damage. If this was for chickens though, I would just have air, because they'll just float down on their own. Another option is I could put lava here, and say a pig fell down. He would get cooked automatically, and he would be held in place by the barrier, and then I would have cooked pork chops sitting here. Same with the other mobs. Say I wanted to automatically kill creepers and get their gunpowder. I could have that down, but like I said, one way I can do it is with this downward water stream. Another option would be to not use water, but instead have lava here. The mobs would fall through the lava, be set on fire. The lava's high enough that they won't be able to jump back into it, so they'll just burn in here and their drops will fall here. So that's another way of automatically... Oh crap. Oh. Yeah, I never did that before. Oh, I'm scared. We'll be back after these technical difficulties. Whew, that was close. Don't worry guys, I'm alright. Yeah, so back to my rambling. So I could have water, I could have lava, I could use pistons again to switch between having lava or water or air. You know, there's so many different ways of doing this. I could also kill mobs using fall damage. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. One thing I played around when I was building this, one thing I played around with while building this is I also had a lever here originally, and that would activate just the bottom one. So it activates both of them, and this one activates just the top one. But I don't think I would really need that for anything, so I don't really need that option. Unless you can think of something it would be useful for. Other cool things, this will fit in, the wiring is 5 wide, so you could repeat these EMP units every 6 blocks basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have another soil block here. Then it would be glass, crusher, glass, soil, soil, glass, crusher, glass, soil, soil. I think that's 6 blocks. So you can build them pretty close together, and it'll kind of look like a wall when they're all next to each other, which is cool as well. I think that's everything I wanted to say about this. Like I said, tutorial will come later once I actually test it. Unfortunately, I don't use single player commands or anything like that, so testing stuff like this can be challenging for me. Until I actually have it built and working. Another nice thing, these wires are neatly spaced 1 block apart, so it's easy to connect to them. And it looks decent. It'll look better if you use different blocks and soil. I plan on having glowstone on this one, and behind these 2 glass ones. I might make the crusher out of glowstone, and maybe the rest of it sandstone or wood or something. But yeah, let's go see the location of where I've decided to build my new base. Here we are, guys. I'm at the location of my future base. I think you're going to be quite surprised when you see what's around me. I don't think you would have expected I would choose a location like this. Alright, you ready to see it? Here we go. Yeah. Pretty much completely different from my old base. There's a few islands around here, small islands, low islands, and it's a huge frozen over ocean all around me. And I marked the central location of my base. This is it. Why did I choose this area? There's actually quite a few reasons, so maybe I'll say a few of them. First of all, I've always wanted to make a base or a building or something in a snowy biome because I've never experienced that in Minecraft before. When we had snowy worlds before in the alpha version or whatever, whenever I would generate one, I would quickly delete it because I was new to the game and I didn't really know how to deal with the snow. And I like green grass. So, this is going to be new for me. I'm looking forward to it. Since this is a snowy biome, I have new block types that I've always wanted too. I can make ice anytime I want by placing still water and having it freeze. So that's awesome. That will be very useful for making my item streams because items flow very quickly on ice. And there's actually a few other tricks you can do with ice. Another reason I chose this location, not a lot of people build in snowy biomes, so it'd be a little bit different, be a bit unique. I actually plan on building using ice blocks a little bit, so it'd be kind of like an ice fortress, but not entirely out of ice, just because I don't think I could do that. Since there's islands around, there's also grass nearby, so I can get grass to my passive mob spawning pads pretty quickly. And there's not much land around. Hostile mobs don't spawn on ice, neither do passive ones, so I don't have to place many torches. There's an ocean here, so I like having oceans around, even though it's covered by ice. Having the ocean makes it so there's slightly less cave systems, I believe, because the top, 1 to 16 blocks are going to be ocean, so there won't be any caves in that area. What else? What else? There's clay here, guys. Look, there's clay. I might harvest it, though. I don't know. One thing I'm going to have to do is level these islands, probably, or at least some of them. It won't take too long because they're pretty low. Oh yeah, the main reason why I chose this location. If you look at the coordinates, it's kind of around 1024x and about 512z. So that means this block here is in one region, this one here is in another region, this one's on another one, and this is in another one. I'm standing at the cross section of 4 different regions. Regions are 512 blocks by 512 blocks, so they're huge. So to be at the very cross section of 4 of them is very rare. There's not many of them around. You have to travel 512 blocks each one. One problem I had with my old passive and hostile mob systems is I don't know if it's a glitch in the game or just some built-in code to prevent mobs from spawning if you kill too many of them, but every now and then my passive mob farm would just shut down completely, same with my hostile one. But having my spawning pads in 4 different regions will prevent that from happening. I'm also far enough away from anything I've built that it won't interfere with my new base, and yet I'm not so far away that I can't return to them. So that's good. And yeah, it's going to be fun, guys. The very first thing I plan on building is those EMP units. I don't know how many I'll need. There'll probably be at least 10 of them arranged somehow. I'll build them before my spawning pads. And that's the plan, guys. That's the future of Etho's lab. Yeah. So many ideas. I tried moving those ice blocks with pistons. It's kind of strange. Yeah, so I'll be building using ice, but not completely. I like how ice looks. It's kind of like glass, but kind of unique. And that's it for the special, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The cool thing I was talking about was the EMP unit. There's no spaz thing today, just because I don't know. I don't have any ideas for that. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching, and for subscribing, and liking, and all that other stuff, for being cool viewers, leaving comments, keeping me entertained. I thank you.